Hi, Peggy Kraus for Erasing Diabetes. Did you know that 50% of people who have diabetes, that's type 1 or type 2 diabetes, 50% have what we call diabetic neuropathy. So, neuropathy is damage to the nerves. And in diabetic neuropathy, the belief is that the nerves are damaged because of high blood sugar numbers. That's not the whole story, though. We'll talk about that in a minute. So, there are two kinds generally of diabetic neuropathy. One is where the person loses sensation either in their feet or their fingertips, so they don't feel the heat or the cold as well. They don't feel they're not as sensitive to touch. So when the feet are concerned, they're not they don't feel things that they step on, which can be a real problem when it comes to shoes that maybe are not fitting well and they're causing blisters. People with diabetic neuropathy might not feel that. Or if you go barefoot and you step on something and it punctures the foot, it can bleed, become infected, and they might not even know it. So that's a problem. But there's also a painful diabetic neuropathy, and that really is debilitating because those people have really significant pain, and it keeps them up at night. It keeps them from walking. It really it just curbs what they can do, what they used to be able to do, but now the diabetes has taken that away from them as well as other things. So there are no effective long-term solutions to diabetic neuropathy. Most of the time, all a doctor has is a prescription pad to maybe prescribe some anti-inflammatories, anti-seizure medications, even antidepressants have been used to give temporary relief. But I want to tell you about a study. It was about 20 years ago, 1994, when researchers tested this idea of a plant-based diet. So that is a low-fat, high-fiber, whole foods plant-based diet. And they incorporated a little of exercise as well. So they had two study groups. One study group, they had them eat nothing but whole, low-fat plant foods and walk 30 minutes a day. And the other group didn't follow that same regimen. They got traditional care. Anyway, after 20 weeks, what they found was that 81% of the people who were eating the plant-based diet, 81% had dramatic relief. Some of them didn't have to wait 20 weeks to feel the improvements. In as little as 4 days, many of them felt dramatic relief, complete relief of their diabetic pain. And what happened after 4 years? 71%, all but one of those people in the treatment group, all but one still had lasting relief. So how is this possible? We sort of think in general that it's because the diet and the exercise improved the blood glucose levels. But that's probably not the whole answer, because we saw improvements or the participants had dramatic improvements after as little as 4 days. And it took as much as 10 days for those blood glucose numbers to really start coming down significantly. But what the researchers think is that within 4 days, because the diet was low in fat, the diet helped to bring back blood flow to the nerves, and the nerves were able to function properly. That they didn't have, those people did not have the diabetic nerve pain because the blood was able to flow through the nerves and they were able to function properly. So it's the low fat aspect of the diet, in addition to the high fiber aspect, but the low fat aspect allowed more blood flow through those nerves so that the nerves could function properly again. That's incredible. So go ahead, and at the bottom of this video, there is a link to my 5 diet tips to permanently lower your blood glucose. Not only will these 5 diet tips help to lower your blood glucose, but they will also help to restore the blood flow through those nerves so that your diabetic nerve pain will go way down, your sensation will go way up, your enjoyment with life way up, and I can't wait for you to have that.